Students, we are going to continue with our fourth chapter, that is your operating system. So first we finished what is the definition for the software, then we finished what are the types of the software, then we finished what is the definition for the operating system and why you need a operating system. So these are the topics that we have discussed yearly, and by now we are going to have the next one, that is what are the uses of operating system. So we are going to see what are the uses of operating system. So the first use is to extract what the user want. Extract what the user want. Okay, wow. It is your first use. So what do you mean by extract what the user want? So what is understandable by the user, that is to be given by the computer. So already I told you computers can understand only the machine language, but the user can't understand the machine language. So what is extract exactly needed for the user, that is given by the operating system. The next one is it provides easy interaction between the user and the computer. So easy interaction between the users and the computers, between the users and computers. What do you mean by interaction? So both are able to communicate with each other. So although computers are machines, humans are easily able to interact with them and they can easily get the needed output from the computer. So this is your second use of operating system, that is easy interactions between the users and the computers. And the next one, the booting task automatically starts. Booting starts automatically. When you people switch on the computer, what you people are doing? Yes, after switching on, you people are simply waiting for the computer to be booted or loaded automatically. There is no human intervention, that is no human is going to that is he is not going to do any task by himself. Automatically the machine is going to do that one for you. So that is your third use. It is going to start the booting automatically. So where the operating system resides for you, the operating system unakku enga irukum? Yes, it is seen in the memory for you. Okay va? And the next one, it is going to control the input output. It is going to control the input and output devices. It is going to control the input and output devices. And the next point you people are going to have, it is going to provide security. It is going to provide security. It is going to provide security for you. So these are the 6 uses you people are having. The next one, here you people are having another one use. It is your manage the main memory. It is going to manage the main memory. So these are the 6 uses that you people are having under operating system. First, what you people are having? It is going to extract what the user wants. Next one, it easy interact between the users and the computers. The next one, it starts the booting automatically. The next one, it control the input and the output devices. The next important task it is going to do is manage the utilization of the main memory. It is going to manage how the main memory is going to be used by each and every program, each and every devices, everything are managed by the operating system. And at last your people are having the next one, it is going to provide security to the user program. So these are the 6 uses that you people are having under uses of operating system. Yes, next we can see the next one, types of operating system. Next you people are going to have the types of operating system. So in the previous class we finished types of software, and by now we are going to have types of operating system. So here you people are having 2 types of operating system. The first one, it is your single user operating system. Single user And the next you people are going to have the next one. It is your multi-user operating system. The first one, it is your single user operating system, and the next one, it is your multi-user operating system. So by the name itself you can finish the definition. Single user, yes, here only a single user can perform a single task at a time. Under multi-user, yes, a single task can be shared by many users at a time. So go on with a clearly the explanation for the single user operating system is, the operating system, it allows only a, this one, allows only a single user, allow a single user to perform a task, a task at a time, okay va? At a time. So under single user, what you people are having? It allows only a single user to perform a single task. So அதாவது ஒரு நேரத்தில் ஒரு யூசர் ஒரு வேலையை தான் செய்ய முடியுமே ஒழிய they are unable to do many tasks at a time. So for this, what you people can have an example is just to send a print. ஸோ எக்ஸாம்பிள் இஸ் பிரிண்ட். ஸோ ஒரு யூசர் ஏதோ டைப் பண்ணிவிட்டு பிரிண்ட் பண்ண கொடுக்காங்கன்னா அந்த நேரம் அவங்களால என்ன தான் செய்ய முடியும்? பிரிண்ட் மட்டும்தான் பண்ண முடியுமே ஒழிய பிரிண்ட் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கும்போது தே ஆர் அன்ஏபிள் டு டூ ஆர் கோ ஆன் வித் அனதர் டாஸ்க். ஸோ தட் இஸ் யுவர் சிங்கிள் யூசர் ஆப்ரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டம். நெக்ஸ்ட் யூ பீப்புள் ஆர் ஹேவிங் த நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். இட் இஸ் யுவர் மல்டி யூசர் ஆப்ரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டம். எஸ், பை த நேம் இட் செல்ஃப். So here we can have the example. Example for this operating system is MS-DOS. Okay, wow. So this is your first model of the operating system. So early and all you will be having single user operating system only. So what do you mean by single user operating system? At a time only one user can use that one and only one work can be done. Task means what? Only one work. Example, at a time a user can print a document only. By side itself he can't go on with editing the document or writing another document. So that is your single user operating system, and for that the example is MS-DOS. Next you people are having the next one. It is your multi-user operating system. Yes, by the name itself, here this operating system allow multi-user to perform many tasks at a time. It is here what is the operating system is going to do means it allows the same application and data to be accessed by multiple users by multiple users at the same time. So here what is actually happening? So same application and same data. So for example, you people will go on with this one. You are having WhatsApp in your cell. You are having Facebook in your cell. Only throughout the world you only using the Facebook at a time? No, many are using the Facebook at a time. Yes, that is a simple example for multi-user operating system. So multi-user operating system na enna? ஒரே நேரத்துல நிறைய பேர் எடுத்து யூஸ் பண்ண முடியும். So that is with your multi-user operating system. For this you people can have the example is, it's your Windows, Linux, Unix. So these are your example for multi-user operating system. So clear with the types of the operating system. So what are the types of operating system you are having? You are having two types, that is your single user operating system, and the next one it is your multi-user operating system. For single user operating system, what are the example operating system? Yes, that is your MS-DOS, and for multi-user you people are having Windows, Linux, and the next one it is your Unix. So clear with this one. Next we are going to continue with what are the key features of operating system. We are going to see the key features of the operating system. So now we can see, so totally there are 6 features of operating system. The first one, it is your user interface. First one, it is your user interface. And the next one, you people are going to have the file management. And the next one, it is your memory management. And the next one, it is your fault tolerance. And the next one, it is your process management. And the next one, it is your security management. So these are the key features that we are going to discuss. The first one, it is your user interface. Next one, it is your file management. Next, memory management. Next, process management. Next, fault tolerance. And the next one, it is your security management. So by the name itself, we can have a simple here. Okay, first one, it is your user interface. What do you mean by user interface? So user is going to use some part. So that is your user interface. So that user is going to have some files. So how the operating system is going to manage that files, that will be coming under file management. Next, you people are having the memory management. So for each and every file, how much memory must be allocated, how much memory must be used, that and all are decided by the operating system. That is your third one. And the next, you people are having process management. Process means, for example, you people are giving any calculation, means that is a simple process. Okay, so that process, based upon which and based upon how the process to be done, everything will be decided in the process management. And next, you people are having your security management. Security by the name itself. What else data, what else information that you people are giving, it must be more secure. That you people are having under security management. And at last, you people are having fault tolerance. What do you mean by fault? Yes, what else mistakes that you people are going to do, that must be tolerant by the computer. That is, the computer must be able to tolerate the fault that you people are doing, and it must be able to withstand that one. அதாவது நீ கம்ப்யூட்டரில் ரொம்ப கீபோர்டெல்லாம் வேகமாக கடன்னு தட்டி விட்டால் கம்ப்யூட்டர் உன்ட்ட கோவப்படுதா, ஹேங் ஆகி அப்படியே ஒன்றுமே நான் செய்ய மாட்டேன்னு நிற்க? நோ, அந்த ஃபால்ட்டை எல்லாத்தையும், அது சிம்பிள் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஐ எம் டெல்லிங். ஓகேவா? அது டாலரேட் பண்ணிவிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன செய்யுது, இட் இஸ் allowing your computer to work back again. So that is your fault tolerance. So these are the 6 key features that you people are having under operating system key features. Okay, so by today we are going to have the first one. It is your user interface. By now we are going to have the user interface. We can see the first one. It is your user interface. Yes, what do you mean by user interface? Yes, just to people imagine you are having your mobile phones with you. So in that, you people will be using some few apps only, few apps. Why you people are preferring that one and using? Why you people are willing to have a touch phones, that is your smartphones? Why you people are willing to have that one? Just to think over it. And why you people are not having your button phones? Yes, you people are very eager and willing to use the touch phones because they are very easy for you people to operate. So using of touch phone is very easy for you people to operate rather than the number phones, than your button phones. So only you people are preferring for touch phones. So there, in that, the screen is very big for you. In touch phones, the screen are very big for you. Similarly, each and everything are displayed as a small icons. That is, figuratively you people are having everything there. So for example, if you people are unable to understand that also, just by practice or some help will be there, that make you people to understand that point very easily. So clear? So for that only you people are preferring to have touch phones. Similar is the case. That is your simple example for user interface. So what is the interface the user is going to use must be more attractive, So what is the user interface means? The only way the user can make interaction with the computer. This is the only way by means of which the user can make interaction with the computer. Okay, by means of what? By means of the user interface. Okay, it is your user interface. So how the user interface must be? Yes, the user interface must be user friendly. It must be user friendly. Similarly, it must reduce your usage of time. So reduce usage of time. Similarly, what it must do? There should be less error. Error means what else mistakes you people are doing? That must be less for you. So these are the case to be considered before you are going to have a user interface. So to overcome these and all, you people are having one concept, that is your GUI. It is your GUI. So GUI is nothing but it is your graphical user interface. It is nothing but it is your graphical user interface. Graphical, everything is going to be in a picture format for you. So everything will be in a visualization format. Everything you people can view it very easily. So by seeing that figures itself, that is by seeing that pictures itself, that is by seeing the icon itself, you people can be able to understand what it is actually going to do. What it is actually going to do. So to use as an example I am telling, to use a smartphone, no one is there is a need to teach you people. Just by seeing that one, just by using it for 1 or 2 times, you people will be expert in using that cell phone. How it is? Since the user interface that you people are having is more comfortable for you. It is more comfortable for you. So similar with the case of computer also, if you people are going to use the computer, it must be able for the user to interact with the machines and all very easily. So to work with that, you people are having the main concept, it is your graphical user interface. So where and all you are having the graphical user interface? Yes, for your Windows operating system, you are having your graphical user interface. So simple example to say is your Windows. It is your Windows. So how the Windows will be for you? So on the desktop screen you will be having many small icons you will be having. Similarly, you people can use your mouse. Similarly, what else? When you people are in need of help, just by pressing the F1 key or by pressing the help will be provided to you people. Similarly, when you people are having any doubt about few icons, what it is, just to bring your mouse over that icon, immediately a small pop-up will be displayed for you. A small pop-up will be displayed for you and it will tell what the icon is for you. What the icon is for you. So simple to say, what is a GUI? A GUI is a window-based system with a pointing device. So just we can have define a GUI. So it is nothing but it is a window-based system. It is a window-based system with a pointing device. What do you mean by pointing device? Yes, that is you are having your mouse, no? Yes, with a pointing device. And similarly, you people can choose menus. You people can choose from menus. So what else you people can do? Yes, you people can enter. You people can enter the text, make selections. You people can make selections. And you can enter text by means of what? Yes, by means of keyboard. So this is your GUI, that is your graphical user interface. Similarly, you will be having some pop-up window. Pop-up window na? Pop-up window. Next you will be having some message boxes. Pop-up window means when you people are clicking something, some small box will be displayed for you, know. So that is your pop-up box. And next you will be having the message box. If you are unforgettably you people are going to delete something, immediately a message box will be displayed whether you are willing to delete, yes or no, or okay or cancel. So these and all will be displayed for you. So just by means of this guide based usage of computer is more easy for each and everyone. If the system, that is your computer, is not going to have these facilities, means user will not use that computer, user will not use the computers, and the usage of the computers will be going on decreased. So this guy only given a revolutionary in the computer area. Okay ma. So nowadays Linux also producing everything in a GUI based. Linux, already I told you are having 3 familiar operating system. What are they? Windows, Linux and Unix. Early Linux are command based only. You people have to remember all the command. But nowadays Linux also become GUI based for you. That is, everything will be in a figure for you. Just by means of that you will be able to understand what it is. So clear with this one? Yes. Now we can see, before designing a user interface, what are the points that you must be able to remember? So before designing a user interface, what are the points to be considered? So to have a good user interface, what are the points to be considered? So the first point consider is, it must retain the expertise. It must retain the expertise for longer time. For longer time. What do you mean by expertise? Yes, for example, people consider it is going to display everything more attractive, more beautiful for you. So that computer must be able to retain அது அப்படியே கடைசி வரைக்கும் நீ கம்ப்யூட்டரை யூஸ் பண்ணி முடிக்கிற வரைக்கும் அந்த illusion விஷுவலைசேஷனை என்ன பண்ணி ஆகணும், தக்க வச்சு ஆகணும். இப்போ கொஞ்சம் ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம் அது அழகாக இருந்துட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன ஆயிடக்கூடாது, ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக போயிடக்கூடாது. till you finish using a computer, it must be able to retain the expertise. And the next one, it must be able to satisfy the customer need. It must be able to satisfy the customer need. மெயினே அதுதானே, அதுக்காகத்தானே எல்லாமே செய்கிறாங்க. It must satisfy the customer need. The next one, it must save the customer's precious time. It must save the customer precious time. By means of which the time can be saved for you? Yes, instead of going on with the typing work, instead of having more typing work, the typing work can be reduced. How the typing work can be reduced? Just by means of selecting everything from the menu, you people can reduce the typing work. So this is an added advantage for the operating system. This is another one advantage. And the next one, it must satisfy what else the customer is asking for. It must satisfy what else the customer is asking for. And the next one, it must reduce the number of errors. It must reduce the number of errors. What do you mean by errors? For example, doing something, there is a possibility for the user to produce some errors. So that errors must be reduced or corrected automatically by the operating system. These and all must be corrected automatically by the operating system. So these are the points that must be noted while designing a user interface. The first point is, it must be able to retain the expertise for a longer time. And the next one, the user interface should also satisfy the customer based on their needs. அவங்களோட தேவையை பொறுத்து என்ன பண்ணிருக்கணும், எல்லாத்தையும் satisfied பண்ணிருக்கணும். The next one, it should save the user's precious time. It must save the user's precious time. The next one, the main aim is, any product is to satisfy the customer. It must satisfy the customer. And the last point you people are having is, it must reduce to the number of errors. It must reduce the number of errors, and it must be providing some options so that further no errors should happen. Further no errors should happen. So these are the points to be considered while they are designing the user interface. So clear with the topic what we have discussed by today. So first we finished what are the uses of the operating system, next the types of the operating system, under that single user operating system, and the next one it is your multi-user operating system. Next we finished 6 key features. In that first we finished just the user interface alone. So clear with the topic? Yes, remaining we can continue in the next class. Yes, thank you students.